Do you ever get tired of clicking on a movie to watch on Netflix and having it take forever to load? Have you ever wished we had self-driving cars? How would you feel to have your surgery performed by a surgeon a million miles away? How could all this be possible, you may ask? The answer is simple. 5G network. Today, we are going to discuss how 5G will benefit us as a society, how 5G even works, and some of the risks associated with implementing 5G. But first, we need to understand some of the restrictions with 4G LTE network. 4G LTE is slow, not efficient, and cannot support as many devices as we have in the world. When schools sent all the students home and all non-essential businesses had employees work from home, the internet was horrible. Everyone was trying to access recorded lectures, join Zoom calls, stream Netflix, and scroll through TikTok, but nothing was moving fast enough for us. Zoom calls were spotty, and streamed videos lagged. Nothing was working smoothly. That is a perfect example of how 4G LTE does not support enough devices and is too slow for our generation's desires. As we move farther into an internet-dependent society, more and more people join us in the technological world. The age at which people begin to own phones is continuously decreasing, and the older generations who never even dreamed of owning a television are now purchasing touchscreen refrigerators. This vast increase of internet-dependent devices is slowing down our already insufficient network. The only solution is the implementation of 5G. 5G is a revolutionary network that will put the Internet of Things over the top. It allows for more devices to be connected with little to no decrease in speed. At its peak performance, it is 100 times the speed of 4G LTE network. This allows for real-time actions. We are a society that thrives off instantaneous gratification. We do not want to wait for our pizza rolls to cook 20 minutes in the oven, so instead we throw them in the microwave for 2 minutes. I see ads all the time for making fast cash because we don't even want to wait for that next paycheck. We want everything the moment we think of it. 5G will help with this problem we face. When downloading a movie in HD, it can take anywhere between 2 minutes and 2 hours, depending on how fast your internet is working at the time. If we download the movie on 5G network, it can take seconds, allowing us to watch the movie much sooner. This dramatic increase in speed and efficiency is one reason many individuals and businesses are so excited for what our future holds. Smart homes are becoming increasingly popular, and these devices are much more common to find in people's homes than they were even a year ago. If you think about it, you probably know several people who have an Amazon Alexa, Google Home, touchscreen refrigerator, or even cameras attached to their doorbells. Most people who own a smart home device even own more than one. Often, these devices must communicate with each other, which can be done more efficiently and quickly on a 5G network rather than 4G LTE. One thing that everyone has been excited about for a very long time is self-driving cars. With the current 4G LTE network, self-driving car capability is limited to only measuring temperature, traffic conditions, GPS location, and a few other features. With 5G network, the possibilities are endless. It will be able to deliver split-second reactions and many other features we have not even begun to imagine. Rural areas will benefit tremendously from this emerging network. It will be able to reach areas where internet capability was virtually impossible before. It also improves medical procedure ability in these areas. With a millisecond latency, which is the time it takes for a command to execute over a network, these procedures will be able to be performed remotely. Information technology businesses such as IBM will benefit tremendously from the shift from 4G to 5G. Often, these businesses communicate and have servers that control other companies across the world. The time between when the American companies initiate the action and when the European companies receive the action is currently a long period of time. It is even impractical in most situations. But with this new network, these companies will be able to instantaneously control the other company's machines without complications. This is a huge improvement and could even change the lives of many. Now, have you ever tried to download and process a lot of information on your laptop, but instead it got hot and shut down applications without even completing what you wanted it to do in the first place? That is extremely frustrating, especially when you have a big project you have to complete and all your information gets lost. With the bandwidth increase, a computer can download and process more information with less stress. To understand 5G, we must understand bandwidth. Bandwidth can be compared to a hose. If you try to push a lot of water through a hose with a small diameter, there is a lot of stress on the hose's walls. But if you try to push a lot of water through a hose with a large diameter, it can basically be thrown through instantaneously. Bandwidth is the same exact way. With a larger bandwidth, more information can be processed without the computer tiring and shutting down. This is highly beneficial to students and people of almost any profession. We have discussed smart homes, but smart cities will also begin to emerge as 5G progresses. People can get real-time updates on available parking locations as they travel to these cities. Smart cities will also begin to start tracking traffic throughout the day and find ways to reduce traffic congestion and improve traffic light weights. By reducing the time sitting at traffic lights, it can also reduce pollution in the air by reducing overall travel times. 5G is not only about the speed of information, but also about saving the environment. Possibly one of the most innovative areas will be in hospitals and medical facilities. Information on patients can be lost in the system as they go from hospital to hospital and doctor's office to doctor's office. The information can even be crucial to a patient's health at times. With the immediate transfer of data, a hospital can send a request for specific patient information and receive that same information back almost immediately. The speed at which this can travel will reduce the time a patient must wait. Medical scan files are very large files that take a long time to send and a long time to download and view. With the improved network, these ginormous files can be transmitted from labs to hospitals in seconds and viewed even faster. The amount of time that will be saved in hospitals could be the deciding factor in whether someone lives or dies. Who knew that an improved network could not only improve day-to-day efficiency, but also save lives? While all these benefits are great and barely even scratch the tip of the iceberg, there are some problems and risks that come with upgrading our networks to faster speeds. A huge problem with this new technology is cybersecurity. With more and more things and people connected comes increased vulnerability in our data. The high rise in connectivity increases the already present cybersecurity threats and brings about new ones that we have never had to worry about in the past. Data will be exchanged constantly, and because of that, there are more weak points for cyber criminals to attack. Cybersecurity protection must keep up with the developing technology, but the push for the new network to be on the market quickly has led to a decrease in concern for security. Another major problem for companies is the expense. This type of upgrade cannot be expected to be cheap, so it will have to be implemented over a course of time. This course of time could even take up to 10 years. Therefore, it could be a long time before we actually see all the effects 5G has to offer us. Because it is so expensive, 5G is currently being used to better 4G LTE service. We have already seen an increase in productivity of this network, but it is not even at its peak yet. Seeing where this new technology will take our society will be an interesting and exciting adventure for all who live through it. Thank you.